What's up, guys? Just Gaming back yet again with another tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to use Github Desktop and GitHub with Godot for game dev artists. Let's get right into it. First, you're going to need to create a GitHub account. So you're going to search up GitHub, log in, and create an account if you don't already have one. With email, password, username. Then you're going to accept the GitHub invite link from your email that your programmer sent you. And it will send you an invite after you give them your username. They'll invite you to their repository, and you can click this button, and it will take you to the GitHub website where you can accept the invitation. And it'll look a little something like this after you accept it, and now it is in your GitHub account. Now we're going to need to download GitHub Desktop. And all these links are going to be in the description. You can just search this up as well, though. Download GitHub Desktop. Download for Windows. There's also a Mac installation as well. You're going to click download. I'm just going to put it on the desktop. Download. And then this is the installer. What you need to do is on Windows, you just run this, double click, and it'll automatically start installing like that. It's going to install GitHub Desktop, and it's going to open something like this. Now you're going to clone the repository. So what you're going to want to do is it's probably going to say there's no repositories at all. So what you can do is add a new one. If you have one already, you can go up here and you're going to look for this button to add and clone repository, and then you're going to look through this. It's going to be on github.com. If you're logged in as well, you need to log in to GitHub on GitHub Desktop and scroll down. If you have a couple, if you don't, it's probably the only one there. You're going to open this one that you found, and what you're going to do is, before you press clone, you're going to want to look at the path that it's at. So what you're going to want to do is change this path. I recommend you just put it on the desktop for ease of access. I'm going to create a new folder, GitHub projects, and then select this folder, and it's going to make a new folder in GitHub projects when I clone this. Now I'm going to clone that, and now I am on that repository, and it has been downloaded to your computer. Now you can't open this just yet because it's a Godot project. You can't really open this without Godot. So what we're going to do now is download Godot. This link will also be in the description, but it's just the latest version of Godot 4.4. We're going to download that. There's going to be Windows installers and Mac installers in the description. Download that. I'm going to download the desktop as well. It's going to be a zip file, so the installation is going to be a little bit different, but still simple on Windows. If you don't have 7-zip or WinRAR or whatnot, you can just extract all. This is just default, and you could extract this. You can just press extract and it'll create a new folder, and I'm just going to call it Godot, and it's going to create a new folder with the files that you need. From here, you can open Godot. Now for Mac, you're going to just use archive utility to open it, install it, and unzip it. And it's going to be around the same thing. It's just there's only going to be one application. So for Mac, it's simple. Just open that application. For Windows, you're going to need to open this one, not the console, the normal one. Close out that. And what you can do now is you're going to open this, and you're going to find out this is Godot. What you need to do is nothing here. So what you can do is import project, because you have the one that's on your desktop, right? So we're going to go to the desktop. We're going to find the desktop, and we named it GitHub projects, right? So we're going to go through GitHub projects, and we see that this is the repository that we cloned. We're going to select that, select this folder. There's a valid project, so we can import it. And that's not going to appear on your screen because the project's already in 4.4. Okay, now I'll show you how to run some basic scenes. From here, this is the Godot, engine, the game editor. What you can do from here is look in the bottom left. This is the file explorer in Godot. It's going to show you all the files that are in this particular project. And what you're going to look for is these .tscn files. Your programmer will tell you where to look for the files that you need to open, but if you have trouble, there might be some subfolders, let's call them worlds or levels. And what could happen is it could look like this, and you might need to click these little arrows to open more folders and find these tscn files. Now you can open these files just by double clicking, and it will open it. And you don't see anything right now because this is a 2D scene, so you're going to need to go up to the top, and it's going to be 2D. And now you see the scene. Now, if there's any animations or any gameplay, you can't actually play here because this is just the editor. To play and test the game out, you need to run it. So you can go to the top right, and not the run project button, but the run current scene button you can click. And from here, it'll open up a separate little pop-up where all the actual implementation of the game will be able to run properly. So you can use your mouse to click around if there's clickable stuff. Animations will play. Input from your WASD will register if it's coded in. For here, this is just a static scene, so really nothing changed. But that's how you run the scenes. You can close out of that. And what will happen sometimes, though, is there will be updates that your programmer will make to the project. And what will happen is when you open up GitHub Desktop, what happens is there's going to be, when you refresh, there's going to be a little thing called pull origin. This means that there are new, there are new updates, and you got to click that and you pull origin, and it'll update your version on your computer. So from here, you can ignore this because this is just because I made the project in 4.3, but we're using 4.4. You can ignore all these three. Usually nothing will happen here because you're not actually changing anything. What will happen though is there's going to be a little thing that says there is a new version, or you can pull if you press fetch origin, and you just saw that there was a pull button because there's one new update. Now what we can do is open up Godot again, and after we pull the origin from GitHub Desktop, it will automatically be updated on your computer. So when you open up Godot again, the changes will be made to the game. Now what I did is, if you see in the file editor, I added one new file, just a thumbnail for this video. I added that file, and what could happen is your programmer can add files, add new implementation, add new scenes and stuff, and update the game on the website. And what you're going to have to do is, every time there's a new update, your programmer will likely tell you, and you'll just have to pull before you open it to see the changes. Okay? That's basically it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you had a good learning experience as well. Have a great day.